The Very Serious Crafts podcast is on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/seriouscrafts to support our podcast, find out about our Patreon half-stitched episodes, and more.
Hello, and welcome to Season 4, Episode 8 of the Very Serious Crafts podcast. I'm Mollie from Wild Olive. That's not funny! I guess it is.
I'm Katie Greenbean.
Yes, you are.
Uh-huh. And I'm Haley from Red Handled Scissors and the Bones and Bobbins podcast. Today we'll be talking about enticing textiles and fetching fibers.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going to ask who wrote that, and then I remembered it was me.
Yep. If you have not gathered already, this is likely to be another interesting episode, because
we're doing very well.
We're doing very well. Also, I kind of like this, having Katie here as a regular occurrence. So, yeah.
Yes. Me too.
I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for welcoming me, technical issues and all.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, none of that happened. No. I don't know.
No. And it has not put us into a potential constant state of giggles.
No, not at all.
No, we're very serious.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Completely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
does anyone have anything to add before I thank our patrons?
I feel like there was something I was gonna mention to y'all, but now I don't remember what it was, so no. Not for me.
I have a really cute cat on my desk.
Excellent.
A live one, to be clear. As opposed to, never mind.
Well, one never can be too sure.
Not with me. Okay, so instead of going down that particular rabbit hole, I am going to stop and give a shout out to all of our serious friends of the Very Serious Crafts podcast who are supporting us at patreon.com/seriouscrafts. Many thanks to you all. You are the best.
Yes, you're our favorites.
It's true.
I mean,
Yay.
Everyone's our favorite that listens and puts up with our
That is true.
shenanigans, but
they're favorites with extra bows on top.
Yeah.
Or not on top.
Yeah,
wherever.
We would pull out the good fabrics and ribbons to
there we go.
To say thank you to you. Yeah.
Yes.
That's how it goes.
We absolutely would. And that honestly I feel like is a deeper expression of love than almost anything else.
Yeah.
If you get out the good fabric,
it's
serious.
It is. Yeah. Which is, I mean, perfect for what
It's Miss
Wow. Yeah, so I was going to say that really is what we are kind of talking about here is what are your favorite fabrics, yarns, fibers, supplies of making things. I'm out.
Textiles.
Somebody else talk, please.
Well, I forgot that we were talking about fabric, and so I completely didn't realize that we were so smoothly transitioning into that topic.
Well, I put an end to that smooth transition.
Well, I'm picking up what you put down, it would seem.
All right.
So we've talked, I think, about the things in our stashes that live in our stashes and we just must have them there and don't do anything with them.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've talked about that at some time in the past 4 seasons.
Yeah.
But I think we should just get really excited about our favorite fabrics and fibers that we just love to use. Because sometimes, like, there are things that are really awful to work with. Like, anyone who's ever crocheted with wire-enforced yarn,
Ew!
or it
That
hurts.
sounds like it shouldn't be allowed.
It's pretty and interesting, but anyway, the point is some things just make your hands happy when you're working with them.
Mhm.
And, also some things just make your eyes very happy. And I have a really unusual, as far as my tastes are concerned, fat quarter stack of all of the K-Facet shot cottons.
Mm.
And it's like, a foot tall stack of neatly folded fat quarters in all of the colors that I never use. And I love them so much, but only as a set.
Mhm.
I only want to look at them. I don't want to use them.
Mhm.
I mean, they would be lovely to, like, make an English paper pieced quilt out of.
Yes, they would.
But they were also stupid expensive. So I bought them to gaze upon.
Mhm.
And specifically that. I think I bought them for myself for my birthday years ago. And so they just hang out, and I admire them, and they just make me happy.
Mhm. That
Yeah.
reminds me of something like mini skeins of yarn that you might buy because they're like a work of art in and of themselves. And
Mhm.
Yeah, I never use them
No,
because
why
they're
would you
never what
use
I'm
them?
needing.
Why on earth would
But-
you use them?
No, they're meant to be put in glass jars so you can see them.
Mhm. Or hung on the wall,
Yeah.
or just
Yeah.
Yeah.
to exist.
Literally anything except their intended purpose.
Yes.
No, I'm completely with you on that.
Well, especially because with any of these, they often come in a set,
hmm
Yes.
and unless you can use the entire set in a project, you have just ruined the thing.
Yeah.
That is exactly it. I sometimes buy 2 sets of a thing that comes in sets so I can have one complete set just for my mental well-being,
Uh-huh.
and then another set that I can use things from because I know that I have the set.
Mhm.
Yes.
So it takes the pressure off.
I have been known, if I am going to break into a set and I only have one, I will try to plan something using like my least favorite colors first.
Mhm.
so that like I have the good ones still intact.
That
Also-
never ever get used in any project.
Yep.
Or at
Uh-huh.
least something that uses equal amounts of each thing so that
Yeah.
when you have leftovers, the leftovers remain as a set because the set cannot be disrupted.
And that's fine, but it never works out that
No,
way.
it never
Yeah.
does.
No.
No, sometimes I will pre-cut, like if it's fabric or something, equal amounts, even if they aren't going to be used equally, because I can handle tossing something. Like I've got a big scrap bin for various size English paper piece quilting, so I can just grab tail ends of fabric or whatever. I can justify adding things to the scrap bin. I cannot justify having a set be not in balance.
Okay, so here's an example of where I have struggled with this. So, before, like my favorite place to get felt is from Benzie Design,
Mhm.
and before I ever encountered them, my options for felt purchasing were acrylic craft felt, which
Yep.
I don't use for anything ever.
Right.
Or Joanne Fabrics, which sells wool blend felt by the yard, but in like 3 colors. Okay, so it's maybe like actually 7, but it's like they don't. I remember asking them one time, "Do you think you could carry some more colors of this?" And they said, "Well, like what colors would you like to see?" And I said, "I don't know, blue." It was like, that. So my other option then was there's an online retailer, and they have a gorgeous catalog called magiccabin.com.
Uh-oh, that sounds dangerous.
I like the...
You would love it. They have lots of like natural toys and craft kits and things that are like silk scarves that you would use for make-believe, and
cool,
amazing swings and outdoor play and stuff like that. Well, they still presumably sell.
It sounds like the teaching catalogs.
Yeah,
that for reasons unclear to me, I am on the mailing list for.
It's very like Waldorf school esque.
I was thinking that's the kind of vibe you were
Waldorf
describing.
school would have either been great for me, or it would have made my head explode, and there is no in between.
Yeah, I think Montessori you could have handled. I think you could have handled that one. It's a little bit more structural.
Yeah, there's a structure.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know if it's the right structure for me.
I don't know.
But there is one.
Anyway, so Magic Cabin has 100% wool felt, and it comes in standard size sheets, but in like color collections. And one year, it's dangerous. But I mean, this
I'm
is
now
like
on the website.
It's just gorgeous felt. Well, one year for Christmas, my mom gave me the 3 bundles of felt, which was like, opening that was like it may be one of the nicest gifts I've ever received. Not just because it was perfect for me, but because I knew she spent a lot of money on this gorgeous felt. Mm-hmm. It's really hard to cut into the sets of gorgeous wool blend or wool 100% wool felt. So I still have many uncut sheets. I did finally cut into it, but I still have many uncut sheets.
Ooh, they have beeswax in color sets in candle. My witchcraft just leveled up.
They have all the things. You both would love it. Obviously. But so now Benzie has started carrying 100% wool felt in their Bellwether line, and I purposely did not buy a set of their colors. I just chose a few color sheets to buy so that I could cut into it. And it is, I mean, it cuts through. It's like the fabric equivalent of butter. Mm-hmm. You know, like it's so wonderful to do things to sew with, to applique with, to embroider on, and all of the things. And I gush over it because it's wonderful. Now, their wool blend felt is also excellent,
but it's not quite the same.
Right. When I order their wool blend felt by the yard because I go through certain colors a lot. I mean, I'm buying usually like a half yard cut.
Sure.
But it's, if you've ever done felt crafting and you've worked with acrylic felt, like don't do that. Go. Get yourself.
I mean, unless you're specifically making something that's going to be washed, or like there are reasons.
Yeah, or I did make a costume out of it that I literally needed for one time, and that just made sense. But for any kind of thing that you want to enjoy and treasure, there's splurge and try the 100% wool felt. And I apologize for spoiling what, like you're gonna only want that, but yeah, that's like my favorite thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. I can't remember what project I was doing, but Pearl Soho is one of my local craft stores. And so I went there, and this was years ago. I'm not sure if they carry this anymore. It was back when there was both Pearl Patchwork and Pearl Soho, so a fabric store and a knitting store right next to each other.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they used to have a lot more fabric. But I went and bought sheets of just absurdly expensive wool felt. And I've still got a bunch of it just hanging out because very few projects are good enough for that particular material. But along the same line, I was lucky enough to be able to design one of the projects in a Pendleton wool mill specific book. And I was able to just select things to bring home from, this was also when I was in Portland, for those of you who have listened to the previous episode. I got to go to the Pendleton wool mill with a bunch of my crafting friends, all of whom were making projects for this book. I wasn't when I left, and I was when I left the store. And so I just got to pick out some of my favorite things and take them home. And I also got a bobbin from one of their older wool machines, because they have like carts of it. I think there are pictures of me with my feet sticking out of carts of fabric ends, which will not make sense to listeners who don't know that I'm 5 feet tall. But my favorite thing that I brought home, I wasn't expecting, but it's the wool binding, that like the blanket binding. So it was just strips of like basically bias tape, like single fold bias tape. Or no, it's not even folded at all. It's just long strips in all of these different colors. And I ended up making basically a kitchen rug or a bath mat. Like, you could have used it for many things. It's actually sitting in front of my cat's scratcher because I put no skid backing on the bottoms, because I have hardwood floors and 2 of my cats have furry paws and just sort of slide back. But it was an unexpected luxury material. Like, I knew that all of their stuff was good, and like I have a Pendleton blanket that I have never used because I don't want anything to happen to it. But it's one of my favorite things to work with. And I pieced it like a quilt, just in long strips. And it was such a delight. All right, I'm done with my Pendleton brag tangent, I guess. I don't know. Oh, the book is called Hand Stitched Home, and Susan Beale is the author, and there are many of us who are contributors.
I'm going to have to look for that, because I don't think I've seen that book.
Yeah, I can't remember when it came out. About the same time as Diane's Patchwork.
Okay.
But anyway. So, yeah. Who else has fabric or fiber to profess love to?
Well, I feel like every fabric or fiber we've talked about so far is wool, and
that's true.
I have a not wool one on my list.
Loving wool, and I have nothing more to add to the topic other than to say, just wool. Give me all the wool fabric, wool yarn, wool everything. I just think
it's funny.
Incredible fiber.
It is. I'm vegan and I'm allergic, which is the funny. Like, I'm allergic to lanolin.
I'm sorry.
So are my hands when I'm knitting. But like, that is nothing a long sleeve shirt under something doesn't deal with. But no, I agree that. Well, I mean, wool is just interesting, and the history is interesting, and domesticated sheep are interesting. All of the things related to why it is, like, I am personally, like, yes, I'm vegan. I'm not morally opposed to wool as long as people aren't hurting the sheep, because nobody wants to hurt sheep. That's bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Anyway, I don't remember why I went on that tangent.
I think it was just your...
It was me.
Yeah, well, it was your love of wool and your body's dislike of it. So, yeah.
Hates it. Gosh, I wish I could handle lanolin.
Yeah, I used to be a vegan. I was a vegan for about 6 years, and my main memories of that time are of being cold. And it was actually after that time that I became a knitter and discovered that wool is great.
Yeah. Well, and I own wool. Like, my long underwear are smart wool.
Wonderful.
Yes, and I have, like, tights and stuff because I am a small human being who does not have great circulation. But and I've been vegan for 20 years. So it's one of those things where, well, I'm just allergic to everything. So I would eat eggs and dairy if I could.
Yeah.
I would probably always be vegetarian, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a tangent, but we are not cold. We are no longer cold.
We are no longer cold.
No. Have either of you seen the garment dyed toweling from Pearl Soho?
No, but I'm going to
I have now.
follow this
Because
link.
I'm about to... They're out of stock, thank goodness. But I'm on the email list for when it comes back.
Very special.
Oh, I need to make new... we use fabric napkins in my family, and the ones that I made when I learned how to do printing on fabrics a decade ago have seen better days at this point, and so I need to make new ones, and I've been I keep pulling from my stash and then being like, but no.
Yeah.
And I think that this toweling is going to be what I make my next set of fabric napkins out of, because we use them every day. So it's not like they're like a less substantial fabric wouldn't be an asset.
Right. Well,
so
I approve of
I'm
this
obsessed.
choice. Yeah, I think this is
And
good.
I approve of
for
this
those of
choice
you
in
who haven't,
every respect, except they don't appear to have a green, which is clearly a problem.
they don't have a green. That is weird, isn't it?
I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm disappointed
But otherwise,
too.
I'm in full support of your plans.
Yeah, they sort of have a gray that almost borders on green, but not quite enough.
No.
They have a warm gray.
Mhm.
But, so they basically look like you watercolor painted onto toweling fabric.
Yeah.
And, like, really nice toweling fabric that would probably last forever. And so I think that is why I have talked myself into being the fabric. I mean, I want it because it's beautiful, but also I really think it's the right fabric for what I want to do.
Yeah. I would say toweling in general, I think, is a delightful type of material. I think it's like, it's just cool that you're getting
it's
this.
underrated.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like
I kind of want to make a shirt out of it.
Ooh, cool.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Like a boxy shirt.
Yeah.
With like cap sleeves.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah. Or like even just a cardigan, like a boxy cardigan with big patch pockets on the front.
Nice.
Oh no.
Okay. Other fabrics that I really love, or fibers that I really love. For me, like my top fabric that I go to for embroidery is natural linen.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to use like less expensive fabrics, and just because I tend to be very frugal with most
Yeah.
things. And when I tried natural linen, and I think it was probably Amy Sinibaldi from Nana Company that
Mm-hmm.
that got me to try this, and ultimately it goes on sale or there's a coupon and it comes out, it's a wide fabric, so it really doesn't, it's not even that expensive, but and it comes in, it's in the dressmaking area. You know, it's not designed for needlework. It is you know, it shifts quite a bit. It has quite a drape to it, which is beautiful for some things. It's a little tricky for embroidery, but I
Sure.
I love it. And yeah, I look for every opportunity to use it in my projects.
Yeah, I think that's actually a really good point. There are a lot of, I mean, as someone who designs a lot of cross-stitch patterns, there are a lot of places where you can get fabric appropriate for cross-stitching, but I have long since learned that buying the cheap stuff means it will take me significantly longer and it won't look as nice. And I mean, there's a time and a place for everything, and sometimes you can't get it or can't afford it. But just that next step up, like the DMC
Yeah.
Ada cloth that comes in the pre-cuts in the little plastic tube.
Yep.
That is just enough of a step up to make a significant difference in stitching experience.
Yeah.
And so if that is within your means to do so and you have the opportunity, I would absolutely recommend at least giving that a try, because there's such a substantial difference.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where if it doesn't feel like it makes a difference to you, then that's fine. Go with what go with what you like, but I think it is worth trying. Like, really, this is the same thing with the felt.
It hurts my hands less.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and if you can have something that is more enjoyable as you are making a project. No, in whatever medium you are working.
Mm-hmm.
If it's more enjoyable while you're doing it and it holds up better and lasts longer, that is the good choice, I think.
It's worth consideration.
Yeah.
And I mean, it also obviously wildly depends on what you like. There are specific things that are the cheap thing that are exactly the right thing.
Absolutely.
Like some of the Lion brand acrylic yarns are exactly the thing that I need if I'm making, well, I don't generally wear it, but like if I'm making something with structure that I want to not be moth bait.
Yes.
I mean, their stuff looks nice and it doesn't hurt your hands to work with.
Yeah.
Which I really, really enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you guys feel about pont? Is that how we say that? I don't know that I've ever said it out loud.
I feel like I've heard it pronounced Ponty, but I am not knowledgeable in this area, and I've never worked with it, so I have no opinion to offer. I apologize for even speaking.
I've never worked with it either.
All right, so like when you're thrift shopping and you come across like 70s dresses that sort of feel like they might be polyester, but they're just really sturdy.
Yeah.
Like really substantial. That is pont. or however we say it. Listeners, tell me how to say it. I've only read it. But I love it. It is, for garments specifically, it feels timeless, it feels classy, and it feels high quality. And like the heaviness of it feels like a small luxury, which is strange to say, but like I love the way pants hang.
Yeah, the drape
that
is
are
really
made of
nice.
it. Yeah, and I love the way that like even A-line dresses don't usually look great on me because I am curvier than the shape of those dresses usually are. But if you've got that, there's just enough weight behind that fabric that there's some definition. And I think it's underrated, and I don't see nearly enough people working with it in projects that it would really lend itself to.
I was just looking because I'm sure that we have looked at it while perusing aisles at Mood Fabrics.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because yes, they do have a nice selection. I will say.
Oh yeah, and I should say that it's a double knit, so it's got stretch, but it also has really solid structure.
Yeah.
So you can move in it, but it also retains shape extremely well.
Yeah, it looks more sharp than something that would be made in jersey or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, it's sort of, I think, taking... To me, it sort of feels like taking the best parts of both woven and knits and putting them together in a fabric that drapes really well on actual people. But I love it, and I don't even know how to say it. That's it. I'm done. Or waxing poetic about whatever we're going to call it.
Definitely.
I feel like I should look it up.
One of the downsides of a podcast is you have to say things out loud that you've only ever typed. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it autofills in Google, so I am for sure not the only one. Let's see what the Cambridge Dictionary has to say about that.
Can't wait.
Oh, it's different in British and American English.
It is.
Oh.
Let's see. Ponty in UK.
All right.
That's what I said. Yes.
Yep.
Oh, and it's just Ponty in American English. Okay, so Ponty. There we go.
All right.
Ponty. Yes, you were correct.
Ponty.
Katie. Yes, Ponty. I want to have a little party with Ponty. All right.
Isn't that location in the British show Fireman Sam? Pontypandy?
I
have no idea.
It's been a long time since I've watched Fireman Sam, but it's set in Wales, right? So maybe it's based on... There's a place called Pontypool.
Yeah.
So maybe
All
it's
right.
based
There you
on
go.
It seems to come up in Italian a lot.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I guess it must have come from...
Yeah.
It sounds like an Italian origin word.
It does. I mean, or a German, because, well, it would be Ponte if it were German.
I would guess. I'm going to guess this is an Italian fabric.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, the Cambridge Dictionary pronunciation says that Ponty is correct. Okay. So I'm just going to believe Cambridge.
Yes. I think that sounds right.
All right. So,
okay.
Sorry, guys. Ponty.
Okay. Other love songs to fibers?
Wait, you love corduroy and tweed, yeah?
I mean, that's
Katie?
gonna surprise nobody who has seen me clothed. That I love. Sorry,
I'm gonna leave it.
Yep. Continue. Continue.
I love all the things that traditionally belong in the realm of menswear fabrics. So, obviously wool, tweed, suiting, and corduroy are some of my favourites. Although corduroy is not my sewing machine's favourite. I've been sewing a lot of cord lately, and my machine is kind of vomiting up little hairballs, which is a bit sad.
Ooh, try a leather needle.
I have tried a leather needle. I have tried hoovering it out after every sewing session.
Oh, I forgot. It's
it's just the
hairy.
fluffy.
Yeah, it's very linty, but it's so satisfying to sew with. It's it's cotton,
Well, I
but
love
it's forgiving
those
in the same way as tweed. So when you make a wobbly line of stitches, it just kind of hides. It's very forgiving in that sense.
I like that.
Yeah, and I also am really, really partial to those particular fabrics as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because I like sturdy things. I like things with structure that are going to last. And most of the garments that I have found in my life that have lasted forever are made of those fabrics.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a nice thing about when you are taking the time to make something that's going to take you ages. You want it to stay together, usually.
That would be nice.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you're in the middle of basically creating a whole new awesome wardrobe, aren't you?
I am in that process. So I'm actually, this week, I've been sewing with some gorgeous, 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 gorgeous tweed. And it's just so nice. You know, when the last episode we talked about English paper piecing with tweed, which I was the scraps from the current dressmaking project.
Oh, then I'm very excited to see it.
Yeah, I used the scraps before finishing the actual garment, which is maybe the wrong way around of doing it. But yes, I'm making
Live dangerously.
trousers and a matching waistcoat because why not?
Yeah.
That's gonna be really, really cool.
Yeah. Did I mention it's pink?
Ooh.
No. Ooh. No,
I like it.
actually, though I am rather notorious for not liking pink, I have a dusty rose pink tweed vintage coat that I love.
Nice.
And that I have owned since I was a teenager and is still, I think it was my great-grandmother's actually.
Oh, cool.
Amazing.
And is hanging in my closet right now. I need to replace the silk lining, but the actual body of the coat itself, relatively unscathed through nearly a century.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the stitches are still holding up.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited to see your finished outfit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure there are going to be plenty of mishaps along the way before then.
Well, that's all
I
right.
seem to be going through a bit of a
Then we'll talk
phase
about them.
with my sewing. The shirt that I made recently, I sewed the arms into the wrong armholes and the cuffs on inside out. So this is another great thing about tweed is that it's so forgiving that if you have to rip it out, then it doesn't damage it, which is really nice.
Oh. Yeah, I am notorious for sewing button plaquettes on backwards. For reasons somewhat unclear to me.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Yeah, I have several dress shirts. I got lucky in that the first button-down shirt I ever made fit with zero fiddling with the fabric, which I am not a normal size. And this was, I think, my first garment sewing project.
Wow.
Oh, no, second. I made a skirt first. And the button plaquette is definitely backwards. And I definitely did not notice until, years later. But it's got the inner facing out. So it's really clear what happened. Whatever. It's fine.
I like that. I like that a lot.
So I think it was both backwards and inside out.
And vice versa too.
Yep. Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've been chatting about these favorite fibers now for
Some considerable time.
Yeah. So,
I guess we should probably wrap that up because we could go on for days.
Could, because I know that there are more things that we would definitely get excited about, but
we'll save it for later.
Exactly. I like it.
Because there will always be later.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in theory. Never mind. I'm going to go ahead and not.
We can do cotton another time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've just basically talked about wool, which
yeah, a slight look into a few odds and ends, but mostly this was wool, so that's good. It's good.
Yeah.
All right.
And I have opinions about cotton, so we'll pick that up.
Also, we talked for almost an hour about wool, and I didn't mention a single breed of sheep, which is odd. But
how did that happen? Do you want to throw in like a list?
No.
Do you have a favorite breed? Like one favorite?
No.
Okay, see.
What are the little tiny ones?
Shetlands.
Lambs.
That look like... What?
Oh, no, you mean the ones...
The tiny cloud-looking ones.
The tiny what-looking ones?
Cloud.
Oh, the ones that are...
That look like they want to be my friend.
The ones that are always on Pinterest with the big black nose and they're really...
Yeah.
They're called...
Oh, I think they're actually called black nose sheep.
They're called valet black nose, and their fibre is horrible.
Well, I don't care.
Okay,
I just want to pet
that's fine.
them.
Yeah, you can pet them, but you don't want to knit with them. It's like garden twine.
Ooh.
Actually, I could kind of use some twine. I am running low.
Okay, fine.
All right.
But you don't want to knit
anyway.
with them.
Okay.
Well, now we have mentioned a sheep.
There you go.
We have mentioned a sheep.
I think that I will close out the podcast on the note of tiny cute cloud sheep
that knit up like twine.
Yes, that you don't want to knit with, but you do want to be friends with.
That's right. That you could knit with them if you like had one that was just hanging out near you while you were knitting with more desirable yarn. That's how you knit with one of those sheep.
Yep. No, that is exactly what I'm thinking.
Okay.
All right. So, thanks for listening to the Very Serious Crafts podcast. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Serious Crafts and on Facebook at Very Serious Crafts. You can also find show notes and all things Very Serious Crafts at veryseriouscrafts.com.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, if you're a fan of the Very Serious Crafts podcast, please leave us a 5-star review on whichever platform you use to listen to podcasts. Good ratings help us show up in recommendations, which helps more people who love crafting find us.
Yes.
I think that does it.
I think so.
Goodbye, friends.
Bye.
Bye.